American culture, you got the Iowa culture, you got the Florida culture. Is people in different areas are going to act a little bit different, and that's what I think about culture. And if I thought I was refined in cultures, I would understand Mexican culture. I would understand Florida culture. I would understand Japanese, Korean.
Yeah, around the world.
Yeah. So that's what I think of when I think of cultured and cultures. Oh, that, and I also think of little bugs on a microscope. So here, let's get to some does. Sophistication and wine.
Yes.
I understand how to get shit-faced with style.
Yeah. It's only good to get shit-faced if it's an 1882 wine. That was a good year for wine.
A Medicina, a 1981.
So, yeah.
I'm very cultured.
Yeah. It's like
goodies.
It's like I'm sure that it's like you're drinking alcohol, and maybe it's good alcohol, but still, it's like, who are you really trying to impress?
I do drink wine myself.
Wine is good.
Wine is good, and I used to be refined in it, and now I like the Merlots. I like the Zinfandels, not the white Zinfandels. That's crap. The Zinfandels. The darker, bitter.
But the thing is,
I'm not doing it as a status.
Yeah, and the thing is, you're not coming in every time and being like, I just drank great wine.
I am not putting on my top hat and holding it and like that
little
internet
monocle.
Yeah, the monocle, like a
Monopoly
sir.
or sir.
Well, no,
yeah. Sir,
yeah. You've seen that internet meme, like a sir.
Like a
I'm
sir.
drinking wine. No, actually, I kind of I rock it like a redneck.
Yeah.
I drink straight from the bottle, bitches.
Yeah. And does that make him less sophisticated because he drinks from the bottle?
Well, I do put on my pinky.
But wait. But that's the thing that you find out, and I find this also in life, is sometimes these things that you got, that people out there, they call themselves sophisticated, will talk about, oh, I know about this, I know about that, I know about this and that.
Doesn't
and then
start
you'll meet,
your car.
Yeah, it doesn't start your car. But the other thing is, sometimes you'll meet someone who is a really humble person, and you'll say something, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah,"
and they know everything,
and they'll know everything, and you're just like, "Whoa."
That's the real.
That's the real.
That's the real people who are intellectual about the arts.
Yeah.
It's not. There's not intellectualism in the arts. He just knows. He's got intelligence about art.
Exactly.
He's got intelligence about music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was making sure it was recording. I was like, oh man, we just. I'm very sophisticated. I can't even push record on a freaking iPhone.
But it's true, you know.
Which actually, we're gonna jump back a little bit more into the intelligence.
I mean, I do like to read too. I do like to read, but what I was gonna say was, I read, but I'm not like going around saying, "Oh, I just read Les Miserables the book," or "I just read War and Peace."
I was gonna say you'd get hit big on that one, just like the dumb bitch from the army table eating stuff in her face.
Yeah. So.
Oh, dumb bitch.
But I mean, every time, you know, I've read the Hunger Games books.
Yeah.
I've read some of the Harry Potter stuff.
Hey,
I've read Lord of the Rings.
And
big deal.
And you know what? You could actually be like a hipster because you probably did it before it was cool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I liked Naruto before it even came here to the United States.
It's still not cool for some reason.
It's not cool.
That's how much of a hipster I am.
Yes.
I don't know, because some of these, there's close to the hipster and the freaking sophisticated. They're really close people.
Yes.
On their douchebaggery. Coining that word. It's my word. It's our word. You can't use that.
Yeah.
It's racism. Yeah. Our buddy Mike, one day in a random conversation, we were talking about sophisticated. We were talking about aliens and stuff. I've always said it's such bullshit that we always try to make aliens out to be intelligent life. You know, they're always like Mr. Spock. He said, okay, so what's intelligence? And I was like, huh? What are you talking about?
That's the thing about
I don't sit there on microwave. What the fuck are you talking about? And he says to me, a dog, is it intelligent? Not on the surface, on the intellectual surface level, you would say no, because it can't add 2 and 2. It's a dumb motherfucker.
Yes.
But guess what? In the wild, the dog survives.
Yeah.
Put a bunch of intellectuals in the wild. How long will they live?
Now, who's more sophisticated now?
So,
the dog or the human?
Yeah.
It's surviving. It's living.
Yes.
You know? How do you measure intelligence, anyways?
Exactly.
How can you do it? You can't.
Well, I stared at a painting one day for 12 hours. I understand that painting. So,
yes,
I think I'm a genius.
Yes, yes.
Because staring at paintings put the man on the moon.
Yeah, yeah.
True story, Neil Armstrong.
Yeah, he...
1969? Yeah, it was all like, I was staring at this painting one day, and a whole bunch of engineers were staring at a painting, and they're like, oh my gosh, let's make a rocket!
Yes,
let's make a rocket! Isn't it fucking brilliant?
Yes, it was brilliant, You know?
You know what? So many people are going to click dislike on this for the annoying voice I've been doing.
Yeah.
But
I don't like that he's using a sophisticated voice. That's not how we really sound.
We're not posers. We're really intelligent.
Yeah.
A confident intellectual would have the sophistication to not have the need to prove themselves.
Yes.
And that's what they all do. They go about proving themselves by the books they've read, the Mozarts they've listened. Notice it's always Mozart.
It's always
Mozart.
You never hear
Rachmaninoff.
Rachmaninoff.
Sometimes Bach, sometimes Beethoven, but it's never the more obscure. Where Paganini's actually one of the more obscure.
Yeah. I didn't even know about Paganini until Michael introduced me a few years back.
Yeah.
And I love Paganini, but I'm not going around. I only exclusively listen to Paganini.
Well, and they're so surface level that you got Segovia right over there.
That's right.
Most people will quote John Williams, not Star Wars guy, but the classical guitarist, because he's more well known. Oh my gosh, we mentioned John Williams.
Yes.
All right, you classical motherfuckers. John Williams is a composer.
Yeah.
I don't know what in your mind defines a composer, but he writes orchestrated music.
Mm-hmm.
And where am I going with this?
Movies?
Because it's for movies is what they knocked down on it.
Well, yeah. Well, before movies, when they were writing Beethoven,
they do it.
Bach,
they would do it for the opera.
Yeah, yeah. Or they would have a story in their head, and they'd be conveying it through music.
Yeah. Well, and see what really kills me. I had
doing the same thing.
I had a pompous buddy who loves classical music. There's nothing wrong with that, but he would not accept him as a composer.
Yeah.
He absolutely would not. He's like, well, what concertos has he made? You have to make a concerto to be a composer?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. No matter how much great music and it moves you and whatever, but no.
First off,
you're making it for movies.
First off, okay, this doesn't go for the actual people who are intelligent about the arts, because you'll have answers. Name me 12 Mozart songs. Go.
Yeah.
We can hum. We could probably sit here and hum about 10 to 12 to 20 John Williams themes. I guess they're not concertos. Yeah. And a concerto, all it is an orchestra backing the solo instrument.
And we're not ripping on
Mozart or anything. I'm not going to rip on a concerto. I mean...
Exactly. But the point is...
How does that make you not...
How does that... Yeah. It's like a concerto's music. He's composing for a movie's music.
Yeah.
It's music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Answers.
Comments
below.
Yeah.
Of
course, they're probably going to go to Wikipedia or something.
Well, yeah.
No, well, actually...
Answer right now.
Highbrowpedia, because Wikipedia is for the lower class.
Yeah. Yeah, people don't have enough faith in Wiki.
Yeah. But yeah, your point is very valid.
Yeah, he's a composer. Yeah. He composes music. he writes out every freaking instrument.
Yeah, and I know that before they said back in 1977, when Star Wars, right before it came out, before they had the actual music in there, the Fox executives were watching it and they were like, "This is not very good." And of course they throw in the music, and all of a sudden, boom!
Well, and that was one of his biggest fights about it, was the fact that, oh, so they clash lightsabers and there's a big orchestral bang. That's not music. Okay, and this is the same sophisticated guy that tells me opera's great. They do the same damn thing. Mm-hmm. That's another one of the things, if you're refined and you know all this shit, in the operas, the people are not just acting, they are musically trained as well, because they gotta keep the beat.
Exactly,
the music, the music calls for a sword clanging right now.
Yeah.
And that's another one of the sophisticated things about opera, is it's always got to be in a fucking other language that I don't speak. I guess that doesn't make me worldly intelligent, but I don't give a shit. I don't want to speak Italian.
Yeah.
Italian, whatever, tomato. Mm-hmm. Go fuck a donkey.
Yeah, exactly.
That was very sophisticated of me.
That's very sophisticated.
I don't know, there's some highbrow, what was it, the fucking, I don't know, I'm going to leave that one go, never mind.
Okay.
Oh, man, I almost feel we need a pause because I've missed my thoughts 3 times already, or maybe we should just end it.
It's up to you.
There's so much more we could touch on this. Maybe someday later we'll review this material and just freaking, what we missed out. Because I missed out one of my stories somewhere there. And, well, I was talking about the girl from Texas, and she's not from Texas. So Texas girls, I love you.
I do too, man. The southern women.
Mm-hmm.
Woo. Yeah.
You don't need to be sophisticated to be my girl. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
I don't tell you what. Give me enough time. I'm talking to his accent all the time. Just like Larry the Cable Guy. He's from Omaha, Lincoln, Nebraska. He's from Lincoln, Nebraska. He talks like us. Yeah. He really does. But he's been talking like this for so damn long that it's second nature.
He told me for a high time.
But the story with her is she was telling me to watch old movies. And I'm like, okay, some old movies good. Mm-hmm. I'm going to break this down caveman style. Some old movies good. Some old movies bad. A lot old movies bad. She said, oh, you got to get some culture. Me thinking of what culture is, my variation of culture is, the United States, we have our culture. Mm-hmm. She's telling me to watch old movies. What culture am I supposed to be learning about?
Yeah.
I know my culture.
Yeah.
I know America. I know America.
but see, she's kind of cutting everyone off.
And
they're saying, okay, before this time, these are the only movies that count.
Yeah.
It's like after this point in history, this point that I've determined is the point, they're terrible. You can't watch those movies. They're not sophisticated anymore, honestly.
And once again, with the vulgarity, Argo.
Yeah.
That won the most prestigious award, the freaking Oscar. And a lot of times in that movie, they said my favorite line, Argo, fuck yourself.
Yes, exactly, yeah.
Yeah. Where it gets highbrow and sophisticated is the fact that it was a real life story and a really crazy twisted idea of how to get those 6 people out of Iran. Yeah, that's just fucking crazy. Oh, I'm gonna come over as a director or a movie producer. I think it was a movie producer.
And I think one of them was posed as a director.
Yeah, these are my directors. We're looking for places to shoot. It's like, what?
Yeah.
That worked?
Yeah. I find that very intelligent. I find that a very intelligent, sophisticated way of getting the people out. That's